I'm Margaret Lowe-Smith. I'm the president of AtlanticLIVE. That's the events division of the Atlantic, and we have a long history of tackling some of the most pressing issues of our time in the pages of our magazine, online, and live on stage as we're doing here this afternoon. I'm delighted to welcome you to The Problem Solvers. It's a forum on the role of cities in global health. Our world is so connected right now, and I think the audience is a beautiful reflection of that this afternoon. A very international group here today. We're in New York as leaders from around the world gather for the high-level meeting on ending AIDS, and we thought it was a wonderful opportunity for us to bring together all the right people to talk about how cities are fighting HIV and AIDS, and what's happening in that fight looks very different depending on what city you're in. Each city has unique challenges and potential opportunities for solution. So this afternoon, we're going to hear from leaders from some of those cities, researchers, physicians, entrepreneurs, activists, all working tirelessly to improve cities and the lives of the people who live with them. I have a few notes before we get started. First of all, we are on Twitter, of course, at Atlantic_Live, and you can join the conversation using the hashtag HIV Problem Solvers. No pictures or video here today, please. We're recording everything, and we'll post it later this week. We will take your questions after each session, and we would love the whole room to be part of the conversation, so don't be shy. I'm happy to say this program is presented by the MAC AIDS Fund and by UNAIDS. They have made our gathering here today possible, and we're so grateful for that. The first session is theirs. It's called Ending AIDS in Cities, a Conversation on Leadership. For this conversation, you may need a translation from French. You should have found a headset on each of your chairs. If not, raise your hand and we'll bring them to you. Just quick note, we've tuned them all to channel 1. That's the channel it should be on, and you actually have to turn it on to hear the translation. And with all those instructions, it's now time to get rolling, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce Nancy Mann. She's the Global Executive Director of the MAC AIDS Fund. She'll lead this conversation. Nancy, the floor is yours.